All right, we should be live. We had to end the stream because we were dropping some frames before. So that was kind of annoying. I switched to my other ISP. I think I need to switch to my fiber uplink ISP. It gives me 1 gig down, 1 gig up. I haven't switched it over yet. I'm still on a 1 gig down and then 30 up. So we'll switch to that sometime this week. It's very hot in this room. Just give me a sec. I'm going to see if I could open the window. Oh, and you know what? I can't. Shoot, it's stuck. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good holiday. If you guys didn't see, I got the Unifi 6 light access point, which is pretty good. I think I have an adapter issue because I'm not getting like amazing speeds that I should through like iPerf test. I was still getting over 100 megabits per second upload speed that was faster than my normal card. So I was happy with that. And I don't need to have 400 megabits per second download on my computer. And hopefully my voice is going through. Let me just check that out, because we do seem to have that issue once in a while. Test. And hopefully my voice. Okay, yeah, it's going through. Okay, we're good. All right, so this probably won't be a long stream. It's probably going to be pretty short. I don't think there's going to be a lot of you here as it's a Christmas day. But yeah, we got this Wi-Fi 6 access point. So you could buy this now in Europe, the US, and I think in Canada. So it just came out in Canada, which it's a very nice access point. I like how they did that little U. And it is this size. So it's the same size as the Nano, which is very tiny. The Nanos kind of feel like they're metal, and so does the Unifi 6 Lite. I doubt it is metal, but it's pretty solid. And then it also comes with this right here. You know what? Let me just go big screen. Oh, my face is so red. Okay. So it comes with this little, I guess it's a release clip for when you have it in the bracket. So they're now adding this into their, I mean, you could miss it. If you throw the screws out and the mounting kit, you would throw this out because it comes directly with that, which is pretty awesome. The one thing I wish they would add though is like a little pin so that you could do the reset on your access points. Let me just pause my stream here. Because I end up losing paper clips and things all the time. Let's see if I could find one of the things that I use. It's just like a, where'd it go? It's like a little SIM card that I use. It's a little SIM, why? Oops, one sec, let me pop chat out. One sec, I think it's right here. But yeah, it's just a little SIM clip that I use to do the resets on the access points itself. I wish they included one of those because I lose them all the time. Other than that, we released the TP-Link videos, which were all right. I mean, it's a decent product. It looks a lot like the Unifi access points. If you guys saw my videos, you would have been seeing the Unifi or the similarities towards the Unifi. So the Mata controller is very similar. It has some nice features. Trying to think of some of the features. So you could do bandwidth limiting on hard wires, which is something new, which you can't do in Unifi, not that I know of anyway. Whoops. And then, which we haven't done a video on yet, we got this Unifi smart power plug, which is sitting, I don't know where I put that. So let me just refresh this. I put it somewhere, but anyway, we're going to end up installing that hopefully this week, getting it installed and then doing a video on that. I'm not too sure how long the video will be because I don't think there's much to it. You just plug it in behind your ISP, and then if it detects that the internet went down, it will power cycle the ISP router, which is kind of awesome, but at the same time, is it useful? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that this is working properly. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, it is. Another thing that Unifi came out with in the States, so if you guys are in the States, which I think most of you are, is, oh sorry, it's in Protect, is this camera here. So the Wi-Fi little Protect G3 instant camera. So this used to be in early access. It's sold out right now, but you could grab one of those if you want, or when it comes back in stock. It's 29 bucks. I think this is only indoor only. It's for Wi-Fi. I'll probably end up getting it when it comes out in Canada, and then we'll do a review on it. It looks pretty nice. I think I could have this maybe monitor, I think I said this last time, but monitor my network rack and things like that. So, you know, it would be kind of cool. I could also put a G3 Flex down there with my access. It does 30 frames per second, day and night, dual band, 133 degree wide angle, which I would love to see what that looks like. So it's powered by AC adapter or instant 803.AFPoE to USB. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Jerry, what's going on? Good morning. Merry Christmas. I saw your message on Facebook. I wrote you back. I think I did anyway. I think I hit send. So yeah, these are sold out right now, unfortunately. I was looking on YouTube a little earlier today, just looking through people's stuff, and I saw a guy, whoops, you guys can't see that. All right, I saw a guy did a review on this. I haven't, you know what, I'm gonna try to take a look. Alonzo, how's it going? Let me just take a look. I haven't watched the review yet, but let me see what his YouTube channel is. It's gonna be, oh yeah, this guy right here. I don't know if I could show this. I guess I could show it. Why not? So he did a Ubiquiti G4 PTZ video. If you guys are interested in watching that, it's DPC. Let me just put it in the chat.
Hi, I'm Clay Archer.
Oops. I haven't watched it, but I'm going to watch it maybe later tonight. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one of these cameras. I want to test it out. 4K, 24 frames per second, 22 optical zoom, which is insane. It's pricey, but that's because it's it's a 4K PTZ camera, right? So I think that's going to be, let's do the exchange. I think we did this last time and it was $2,600 Canadian. US to Canadian. Let's take a look. So what was that? $1,899 or 1,800 bucks? It's $2,300. You know, that will take me a bit to save up for unless I get one sent to me. But we'll see. I think that would be great for like a warehouse type business. What else did they? I thought the in the States, I thought the Unifi 6 LR, I thought those were released already, but it looks like they're still in early access. Or not early access, sorry, in pre-order. You could pre-order them right here. Which I thought as of last week they were already released. So you could get a combined rate, yeah, 2.4. I need to do some more videos on the Unifi 6 Lite, and I need to figure out what's going on with my Wi-Fi adapter. Greetings from Kingston, Jamaica. How's it going, Luke? Let me pop the chat out. Did you put up the Ring doorbell? Work okay better? The Ring doorbell? I put the Unifi doorbell up. I had the Ring before. The Ring was okay. I never did a comparison video. I think I still have the Ring somewhere, actually. Yep, it's still down there. I could do a comparison video. I like the Unifi camera a lot better. 10 times clearer, easier to use, no subscription fee. I mean, you have to have Protect, but if you already have Unifi cameras, you already have Protect, right? So, yeah. The only problem with the doorbell is, it's not sold out in the States, but Let's see if it's sold in Canada. Yeah, it's sold out. It's usually sold out all the time here, which is kind of a bummer. Luckily, I got one once it released, I got one. Good morning from Russia. I'm not going to attempt to say the name, but good morning. We got a bit of snow today. You know what? Let me show you guys my cameras. Give me a sec. It's not like I forget where got a real big amount of snow. Let's see. And then I just shoveled the driveway and the plow went by and now it's a bunch of snow at the end of the driveway now. My ring messed up, getting time to replace. I have UDMP. Oh yeah, get this doorbell then. The doorbell's awesome. I love it. It works very well. Somebody asked me to do a video or to see how the doorbell worked on the Unifi 6 on an IT network or test it. So we'll give that a test. It should work. For some reason, my doorbell's taking a while to load, but so there's the one camera. Oops. Yeah, so I just shoveled this. I got to wipe off the car, but then the plow went by and then just put that all over there. So I'll have to shovel a bit out before I move my car, or we could get stuck in the snow, which wouldn't be good. Why aren't my other cameras showing up? One sec. Oh, you know what? I was messing with my Wi-Fi. I wonder if my doorbell's still up. Okay. And for the price point of this camera, well, it's $259. That's Canadian, but in the US, I think it's $199. Is that correct? Yeah, it's $199. And we could go look at Ring doorbell, see how much those are. I think they're pretty much comparable. I don't know what I mean. This style looks more like the Unifi camera. It doesn't have a price. All right, so we're going to Amazon. Oh, $249. And I think that might be US. So they're pretty close to the same price for that. In next videos, I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do the smart power plug when I find it, wherever I put it. And then we're going to get more into the TP-Link stuff. The TP-Link stuff, it does work really well. It's very easy to configure, as you guys saw. Pretty much the same as Unifi. The next thing, I think the next video we have to do is firewall rules. Set up a VPN. Why didn't they do? People are commenting. Set up a VPN and then do a couple other things on there. They power up the same. I think the Ring doorbell, I don't know about this model here. This model here, I'm not too sure. It's not showing me a back. But with the, let me just see. With the unified doorbell, you just use if you have existing doorbell wire, right? So you just put them into these two terminals. I think the cable is 18 gauge 2 conductor. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You need to make sure I think it was your amp. Oh God, I'm not a doorbell guy at all. I'm just trying to think of the word. It's not an amp. Your transformer is at least 30 volt or you could have an issue. But so just check, make sure go down to where it would be. It would be near your electrical panel. Uses existing. Yeah, so does this. People are kind of mad that it doesn't use PoE. I mean, it would have been nice if it used PoE. I have a couple customers who ran PoE or ran just Cat 5e or Cat 6 to their front door, and now they can't power this up. I think Willie Howe did like a hack version where you could still power it up with just Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable. Mine in Hall. Okay. I mean, the Ring doesn't look too bad, but my thing is it's cloud storage and you have to pay, right? So you're having to pay, I forget what the monthly fee is. I think it was like $4 or $5 a month to get your video playbacks, which kind of sucks. And I think a couple of them have been catching on fire. I think they had to do a recall for quite a few of them. So let me just get rid of this. Yeah, I don't have a whole ton to talk about today. You guys can see, got this shirt. It says my name, and on my back, my door. Let's just see. Once we get all the mess ripped off the wall, that's just a poster with my name on it. Hat. And I got another hat as well, and some face masks. So now we could promote it while we're walking around the streets, even though we can't leave too much right now. Ring very weak Wi-Fi, only 20 feet away from AP. Oh, really? Yeah, you may want to look into that. I know I had an issue, a little bit of an issue with the, let me pause that, with the, this doorbell connecting as well. But once it connected, I think it has a strong signal. Let's just take a look. I did have an access point in my garage that I took out. I had a Flex HD. I took that out, I think it was a couple weeks ago, because I had no use for it. Right now I have the Unifi 6 Lite, I have a UAP AC Pro, I have a UAP Lite, and then the in-wall HD. Oh, it doesn't tell me my signal strength. That's the front door camera right there, or the doorbell camera. I do have another camera in the, oh crap, you guys are just looking at me. There we go. Okay, so that's the front door camera right here. We do have a camera up in the right hand corner, just a G3 Flex. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to stand in the Canadian winters. It works the same as the Ring doorbell, 1620 volt. Okay. No, it doesn't work with Alexa, unfortunately. No. I was hoping whoops, let me move this a little bit. I was hoping they were going to integrate it more with like smart home automation type thing. We have, it's like a Google Home setup. So to be able to say, well, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to say it here because if you guys have a Google Home, but to be able to ask to see your cameras would be amazing, especially if you wanted to see it on your smart TVs and that. But Unifi has that, I forget what that thing's called, that you dock into the TV. The Unifi Protect viewport. So that would render this useless if you could watch your cameras on your TV, right? So I doubt they're going to ever integrate it with smart home automation stuff. Yeah, it would be nice if it Alexa. Yeah, it would be nice if that happened. I mean, it does, when someone does ring your doorbell, it pops up on your phone, but you might not always have your phone on you all the time. I typically do, so I usually see that. The alerts could kind of get a bit annoying. So that's why you have to make sure that you set up, I don't even know if I have it set up properly. This is going really slow right now, but you have to set up your motion zones, right? Because if not, like, you're going to catch it will alert with all these people walking around here. I may do a video. I forget what the company called it is. fs.com. Oh, they're Canada? Oh, Canada same day shipping. I may do a video on, one of our viewers asked me about a video based on different transceivers, different cabling, things like that. So we may do a video on that. And I believe FS is going to be sending me some stuff. I still need to talk to them about it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to send me a few things. So if there's any cabling related products you want to go over, let me know. We'll probably end up getting an MPO cable. I have nothing to plug it into. I don't have a 40 gig switch. But this is more geared towards data center fiber optic cables, right? But they seem to have a ton of different transceivers, and they have some switches as well. They have 40 gig, 100 gig, 400 gig switches, which is actually a little insane. So these are all spine switches, which you would see more in like a data center. It'd be nice if they sent me something like this. A couple of these, do some testing. I had to pull my motion alerts way down. They will, oh yeah, I know. The only thing, I don't even know what I have on for my Unifi. I think it's like right as they're close to my doorbell. Oh, really? I never heard of them. They sent me an email, I think it was last week or the week before, and then they were asking me if I wanted to look at some of their stuff, and I said sure. I think that they were doing a switch, but I don't think they're sending the one switch out anymore. It was pretty expensive. It was like $3 or $4 grand. Really, the thing is, like, I could do testing on this, but a lot of people I don't even know what the search is like for this type of stuff. I guess we could try to search on YouTube. I can't see like home users or more geared towards the people that I talk to using something like this, right? Let me just see though. Whoops. Let's go back to switches. Let's see a PoE switch. Like their PoE switches are quite expensive. Oh, it's Broadcom. BCM. Let's see what the search results are for this on YouTube. There's a couple, but they're extremely old. S&P Plus and fiber over here. Okay, yeah. See, my alerts are going way off. This is like, oh, you can't see that, but that's the alert for the doorbell. And it's gone off about 10 times in the last couple minutes. I have an S5500 Enterprise. It's way too loud for my office. Oh, that's not good. Current have, let's take a look at some of those. DAC cables for the NASA machine. Okay. Yeah, DAC cables are really easy to work with. I need to get a longer DAC cable for my UNVR. Right now, let's look at the UNVR before we look at those switches. I think with the UNVR, yeah, it's at the back because all the drives are at the front, and then you have, I don't know, yeah, you have your 10 gigabit interface at the back. So my patch panel, like most patch panels, are up at the front, or switches. The switch port where the SOPs are at the front. So I had to run a fiber optic cable. I think I could probably get away with like a 3-foot, let's see where their DAC cables are. Do they have DAC cables? DAC? They probably do. Oh yeah, here we go. Because I forget I think I only had a meter, which is 3 feet, so I'll need something longer than that. Oh, that's cool. They have breakout cables too. They seem to have quite a lot of stuff. My wish would be a Unifi 24-port PoE with two 10 gigabit that don't break the bank. So they sent me the G4, or not the G4, sorry, the 24-port Pro PoE. I think it's like 600 and something bucks US. Is that it here? No, that's not it. This is it here. So it's $699. This has the two. So one of my UNVR is plugged into one of these ports, and then my UDM Pro is plugged into the other. And then upstairs, I have the Unifi 16 Lite, which I want to get, hopefully. So the US 6 Lite went onto the US store a week before it went onto the Canadian store. So I'm hoping the same goes for this here. And I talked about this last time, but the Unifi switch aggregation, I think that would be awesome to be able to put that in my network rack as well. Not that I have that many switches, but I want an aggregation switch. Okay, let's look at some of the switches that Alonzo was talking about. $1,800. Holy moly. Hopefully, oh, it has full layer 3, 500 watts. That's pretty expensive. Supports Wi-Fi 5. Okay. Oh, it has dual. Okay, so that's good. Oh, it has. Okay, that's awesome. It has the SOPs at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got 8 SOPs at the back, and then 2 power supplies. All right. I mean, that kind of makes it worth the money. And it's a full layer 3 switch. Max power consumption 1,000. Yeah, the aggregation switch isn't a bad price. I was expecting it to be more. So for me, it's going to be about, let's see, and I'll order it once it comes out. Let's see. So it's 269 US. So it's going to be about $350 Canadian. The thing with this is, so it's an 8-port switch, right? But you have to have one as an uplink to, you know, your whatever router you're using, whether it be pfSense or UDM Pro. So it's really only a 7 port. They are coming out with some nice things though. I just hope the one other thing that I want them to come out with quickly is the talk stuff. Oh, that's holiday working time. Oh, wow. So they're not back to work till, what day is it today? Today's 25th. So they're not back to work until Tuesday. So if you guys ordered anything from Unifi, you're not getting it then. I would put that in place of a MikroTik. Yeah, I have the MikroTik still, and I keep saying this every week, I still haven't turned it on. I was looking at a router board the other day. I think I was anyway. MikroTik router board. I think, oh, that's not a bad price. That isn't a bad price at all. I thought it was going to be more than that. So I've been seeing a guy on, I have him on my LinkedIn, and he installs quite a few of these. And that's a very thin switch, it looks, or router. Let's look at the depth. 44 by 9. Okay. I'm selling all 4 switches together for less than 1,000. I have all Unifi switches now. Well, that's good. Like, what's the 3,900 cost? Because this one is, yeah, this one's almost $2,000. Yeah, it's $500. Yeah, so whoever buys it off you is going to get a good deal no matter what. Oops, that one didn't pop up. What the heck is this? Oh, that's just the power supply. Does anybody here have any, do you guys have Wi-Fi 6 network adapters with a PCI slot? I'm looking for some recommendations. This is the one I have right now. What is it? TP-Link? TP-Link AX200? Oh, no, it's not TP-Link. It's AX200. That's not it. It's Intel. Why the heck isn't this showing up? Is this it? No, that's not it, but that's what it somewhat looks like. It's not on here. Anyway, yeah, because people are saying that I should be getting a lot more even through my Nano HD for the iPerf test. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't used Wi-Fi 6 that much, but maybe I have a bad card. Let's see what this is. AX. Wait, is this the same one? No, that's comp. Unless I don't have something enabled on, but I have the latest drivers. I have the latest everything on it. I was trying to do some troubleshooting on it this morning, but you know, it didn't get any faster. And there's 2 different ways that you could mount this access point. So I have it on my roof right now, and I think they say, let me just see, I'm pretty sure they say that extends it. If you want more speed, you would want it down this way on your wall. So here it says Unifi 6 light horizontally in the ceiling to cover high dense environments, or mount vertically on the wall to extend its range. Okay, so that's, didn't say anything about speed changes. 288 US. I have Wi-Fi 6 on workstation and iPhone. Workstation is 10 gig. I have a Nano HD and don't get, no, you wouldn't get Wi-Fi 6 on it. Or I mean, you wouldn't get 6 on that. I was just comparing it because on my Unifi 6 video, I did a comparison, an iPerf test and a speed test comparison between the Nano HD and the U6 Lite. Then again, I only do have Cat5e cabling going to it, but the interface on the U6 anyway is only 1 gig. And I am getting a gig through all my cabling right now. I'm thinking about upgrading to a 10 gig network though. So I'm thinking about putting, which will be a pain, but doing some Cat6a cable throughout the house, which really isn't crazy expensive. So that's whoops. So that's $399. I think that's a FTP CMR. I don't know if I could get it anywhere cheaper than that. Let's see, bulk. Probably wouldn't need 1,000 feet of it, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. And you know what? This would be a pain to have it on a reel too. But I'm pretty sure all of them come on reels. Actually, this one right here, that's only 500 feet and it's 241 bucks. So pick something up like this. And then I could do another video on running cable in the house, because I did buy this right here that I haven't used yet, the Magnapole. You should have set the channel width on the 5 gigahertz or gigahertz to the highest value. So I didn't do that because people wanted to see it on auto and how, you know, just it auto selects for you. I have set it to the higher band, the channel width, and it still didn't give me that much better of results. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. This network, just see. Yeah, I remember you saying this, and I looked at this, I think last stream or the stream before that. There's a couple new other Wi-Fi 6 that are coming out, and I did order the, what was that switch called? The Aruba Instant On, but for some reason it had issues with the shipping or my card or something, even though I only owe $2 on it. And for some reason it wouldn't take $2 out of my account. I don't know why. I'm ordering it from the States though, because I have credit on that account. But they do have Wi-Fi 6 coming out. So the AP22. So I would like to get, what I'm thinking about getting is, let's just go to Amazon.com, is one of their 8-port switches. So Aruba Instant On. Where the heck did it go? I think it was this one right here that I'm trying to get. I don't think this is PoE, but that's fine. I'll just use power injectors. Once I do a review and setup and whatnot of it, I probably won't have this turned on anyway. But I'm looking at getting that and a couple of Aruba access points. I would like to get this AP22. I just don't know if it's on the market yet. What's to look for? All Cat6 cables created equally. So Cat6a is what I would be getting, and that's 10 gigabit, right? You can get 10 gigabit out of just Cat6 cable, but it has to be short distances. And the reason you would get bare copper, like a 500 foot reel of Cat6, is because you're doing multiple runs, you're cutting it, and then you're terminating the ends yourself. Had to buy direct, oh, in China, okay. Where would you plug them in? Okay, so question, given my switches and routers, where would you plug them up to the UDM? Do you have Jared, do you have a UDM Pro or just a UDM? What's going on, Dr. Carpy? How's it going? So let's get paint. Whoops. You know what I need to work on too? Is better thumbnails. I am not an artist. I've just had this, you know, it's been the blue background with PNG pictures posted on. Maybe I'll hire someone to do backgrounds for me or thumbnails for me. UDM Pro. Okay, so I mean, you don't want to, I could probably go to my no, I can't go to my UDM Pro. It will show my IP address. Let me just do paint. Oh no, I could just do this. Let's bring up a picture of UDM Pro. So with the UDM Pro, you don't want to plug into any of these ports. And the reason for that, I've mentioned it many times in my videos, is that's a 1 gig backplane. So it's shared across all 8 ports, 1 gigabit. If your other switches are capable of SFP uplinks, you would want to plug your one switch into here and uplink it to that. Even if it's only a 1 gig uplink, it's still better than using this. You're going to have to most likely, instead of auto negotiate the speed, hard code the speed on your UDM Pro and the switch. For some reason it's a bug. It doesn't like the auto negotiate. Oh, MikroTik is 10 gig. Yeah, so I would plug that into that bottom LAN port here, right? Oops. I would plug that in here because that's a 10 gig interface. And I would still hard code it on the UDM Pro and your MikroTik to 10 gig. You know what, I could give that a try as well. Because I just have it. So you probably have this switch then. Go to 10 GB. This one right here, or do you have something a little different? I just have this 5-port switch. And I have 8-port Unifi 150 watt. Yeah, so you, how are you going to do that? So I would, if you could, I would get in, so I would plug in my UDM Pro. Okay, I wasn't going to bring paint up, but let's bring paint up. Okay, so this is my UDM Pro, right? You have your, let me just see here. And then you have your, your uplink port right here. I would plug that into your, MikroTik 10 gig switch into whatever port, because it's 10 gig. Do an uplink through that. And then for your Unifi 150 watt, because that would just be copper interfaces, I would get an SFP, like a copper SFP module, a GBIC module, if the MikroTik support that, and then plug it into there. That's the only way I could see doing it. Worst comes to worst, you'll just have to plug into one of those 8 ports right here on the UDM Pro itself. And if you do that, I would only plug in that switch, and that to be the only thing plugging into those 8 ports. It's unfortunate that they only had, I don't know why they didn't make it a 16 gigabit backplane. I guess to keep costs down maybe. Let's see what else they got. Like, this is insane, the amount of stuff in the US that we don't have in Canada. Like, we don't have any of this. We don't have the LTE failover. We don't have this switch flex utility. Not that I don't know if I'd use that. The mounting. Wait, what's that for? Yeah, we don't have the mounting for the Unifi Flex. I don't think. Because that would be really good in like drywall ceiling. No, we don't. Crazy. The MikroTik will get hot using a copper SFP. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Darn. Derek, I don't know because I don't have it. I haven't tried it out yet. I posted in chat a little earlier. There is a guy on YouTube who I'll find him again. He did a review on it. I'm hoping maybe Unifi sends it to me, or when it comes to Canadian store and I could afford it, I'll purchase it. Let's just see. What was that again? Unifi PTZ.
CEO
Oops, I don't want to play his voice. So here's his video here. If you want to go take a look at that. I don't know if it's a good video or not. I'm sure it's okay. He's got over 1,000 views on it. So he's saying that it looks impressive. So it's a fairly expensive camera. I don't know if you'd want, like, if you would use it at your home. I guess you could if you wanted to pay $1,800 US. It's 4K with a 22 optical zoom and 24 frames per second, which is pretty great. I mean, that price point is still great. I really wish we could get our hands on some of that stuff. Yeah, I do too. Even if they would have given us the options to order it from the US for an extra charge, I would probably pay that, depending on what it was. Like, right now, I'm not going to pay $1,800 to do a review on a camera that I'll probably never use. Right now, I have a 25 times optical zoom hike vision camera just sitting in my garage, getting cold, collecting dust, doing nothing. So yeah, it would be nice though to put on the front of the house and see how far the zoom goes and spin it around, or put it in the backyard. Right now they will be building houses back there. But right now it's just all bare land, some trees and stuff like that. So I could really zoom in and see how far it goes. I'm going to assume it goes for quite a long while, probably a mile or two. And it does come with a mounting bracket, it looks like. So you have this side mounting bracket there. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that video a little later on today or maybe tomorrow and see how he likes it, see the setup of it. I can't see it being overly hard to set up. What is it powered by? Yeah, okay, so you have to have a PoE++ port to be able to support that, or can you buy, I don't know if you could buy the PoE adapters if they support PoE++. I'm sure you could get them somewhere. And let's see. Unifi Protect is required for this product with full functionality. Okay, so they either want you using the UDM Pro or the UNVR, which kind of makes sense. I don't see why you couldn't use it on the Unifi Cloud Key Gen 2 though. Unless for some reason it doesn't support it. Product specifics. So it's an 8-pound. You want to make sure that you mount that in pretty well to your house. So the enclosure is metal and plastic, IP66. It's a Sony 4K 8 megapixel. Let's see what else they got here. H.264. I wonder if they're gonna allow you to boost the frame rate. I know they have oh, I forget what that's called. When you go into the UNVR, maybe it's called HDR, I think. You could turn HDR on and then it boosts your frame rate. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I think I only got a couple more minutes here. I gotta get going. It's almost noon. We've been going for 43 minutes. I wasn't planning on releasing a video yesterday. The Unifi 6 Lite got to my house. I ordered it, what day is today? Today's Friday. I ordered it on Wednesday and it got there in a day. So I was surprised because typically Unifi shipping takes a few days to get to my house. Once it came, then I'm like, I should probably get this out. I wanted to kind of get it out before everybody else. There are a few reviews out there right now. And, you know, you're just going to see more of it and more in-depth reviews or overviews than mine was. I'll end up going back to it when I get a Unifi 6 long range, and then we'll do other testings. I'm going to get people's recommendations on different Wi-Fi adapters, and then I'll probably end up picking up another Wi-Fi adapter. I need to get a Wi-Fi adapter for my laptop as well. I just don't think the Wi-Fi adapter right now in this PC is working properly, and I could have damaged it when we were moving. And I may pick up another UDM Pro to do some more testing on, because they've released further firmware updates or versions that aren't released to the public yet that look like they have some promising things on them that I want to test out. And I don't want to do that on my one that I use for production. And I'm still, oh, it's not back there. Still trying to wait to get some time to do the Protectly and put pfSense, get that up and running. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Christmas Day stream. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. And I will see you guys again next Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We went 2 hours earlier today just because I have some things to do. But we'll be back at 1 p.m. Eastern on next Friday, and I'll have another video out for you guys on Monday. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.